Hey guys, Pimp Master here. You ever go on a plane and you just don't feel safe because if you're a carrier, like you carry a gun or a knife or even pepper spray or taser, whatever you carry, a lot of people carry something now for self-defense because it's a great equalizer. Not because they're paranoid, not because they're gung-ho to hurt someone, it's because they're being safe and smart and prepared. And there are violent, evil people in the world. We can't deny that. And if you do deny it, I'm not going to say you're stupid, but you're probably not too smart. Okay? Because there are violent, evil people in the world. So a lot of times we could go hand to hand with them, but sometimes we can't. We might end up losing. I mean, if we want hand to hand with everyone or everything, we'd be the weakest species on the planet. Freaking any other animal, just about. Even freaking cats 1/5 our size could beat us. Mountain lions. Fucking raccoons could beat us if we had to fight them. They could beat us in a fight. You know, I mean, lions and tigers, we definitely wouldn't be the king of the jungle. And dogs. Try fighting a dog without a weapon. You're gonna lose almost every time unless it's a fucking poodle, and even then, you might not win if you're a little bitch. I don't know. But definitely a pit bull or a freaking, like some kind of like Rottweiler, they would own the country. But there's equalizers because we're smarter, a little bit, some of us. So we have equalizers like guns and knives and other ways of exerting our authority and power over different species and people. We're not the most powerful country in the world because we have the strongest people. America is one of the most pussified countries in the world. If you just go if we took our people into consideration versus other places, they're a lot tougher than we are physically. But because we equalize it with weapons and other modern technologies, we become the superpower. Okay? So that's what self-defense is about. You're not trying to go one-on-one with someone and try to see who wins. It's not a contest. The only contest in a street fight or a fight for your protection is getting home safe to your family. And sometimes that means you have to equalize things. Sometimes they might be bigger than you are, stronger than you are. You're not going to say, oh, well, I just got to fight them. No, you want to go home, so you do whatever you can. And sometimes that means equalizing it if you get attacked. And equalizing it is what weapons are all about. They equalize or level the playing field. Okay? So, sometimes when we go on a plane, you can't go on with your gun or your knife or whatever. Sometimes you feel a little vulnerable on a plane. I found out about tactical pens a while ago, and I put one in my fanny pack. I do wear a fanny pack. And it might not be a knife, it's not a gun, it's not even pepper spray, but it does make me feel this much more confident, this much safer, this much. Not this much, this much. So I like tactical pens. Plus, when I'm in the plane, I use it for writing, and there are uses for it. I would be a little better off in a fight against someone. Maybe they have box cutters, per se, on a plane. Who would ever do that, right? But I feel a little safer on the plane. Okay? In the street, at home, I carry other things. But on a plane, that's all I'm allowed to carry. So that's what I carry. It's a tactical pen. So, my favorite tactical pen is the Smith & Wesson. Okay, this is how it looks. It's kind of old. The Smith & Wesson is out there, and you're watching this video, you can send me a new one. This same model though. Okay, then you open it, it just clicks open. And now it's a pen. It actually writes pretty good, and when it runs out, you unscrew it, and it has a cartridge. So you go to like Office Max, you can see this. You can go to Office Max and you just get a cartridge for it. It's just a normal pen, okay? But then you unplug it or you take it off, and this is how it is. I'm gonna show you the grip in a sec. A couple other ones I'll show you. This one's a CRKT. You see that good? Okay. I like this one too. Not quite as much as the Smith & Wesson. I actually bought these guys so I could review for you guys out there. All you guys that are watching this video. I'm trying to give you what's the best tactical pen because we care about you. Me and Adrian care about you. He's the one on the other side of the camera. But anyway, this one clicks open too, and it closes here. And you can use it as a writing pen. This is a little more elegant looking. I just don't like this part as much, the base. I want a flat base because it's gonna go against my thumb or my hand when I'm using it. I'll show you that in a sec. But if this base isn't thin, some of them are even pointed on both sides, and I don't understand that because then when you do this, you're gonna hurt your thumb. Or if you do it like this and you wanna use it as a punching, it's gonna go right through your hand. So I want this part of the tactical pen to be very flat because sometimes it's gonna go on the inside of my hand like this. You see it? And I might use it for a punching tool right into the eyeball. But anyway, so that's the only thing I have against this. It has a nice sharp point. So I do like the CRKT. And then there's a newer Smith & Wesson I got. It does have a flat end here, so you can use it this way. Or I use it with this grip right here, so you can do hammers, hammer fists. And sometimes I use it here for coming up, okay? I don't like the grip as much. This one has like kind of a serrated type grip that makes it a little better, especially if your hands are sweaty. This one does have some ridges, but it's still smooth, and the point isn't as sharp. If you can see, I mean, if you jab somebody hard enough, it's still gonna hurt a lot. It's still effective. I'd rather carry this than no tactical pen. But if I have my choice, out of all the tactical pens I've seen and tried, this old school Smith & Wesson, which is getting worn. I've had it for a few years. I carry it everywhere. So Smith & Wesson, if you're watching this, please send me another one. Anyway, that's my favorite one. Okay, with that said, let me show you what a tactical pen can do, okay? Now, first of all, there's different grips. Probably the most common grip I would use, if you can see my hand, would be like, say it's like this, a hammer fist, but here, you see that? It's coming out. I could have a good grip here, but I don't know, if I was sweaty and I hit something hard, it might come up. You know what I mean? If I'm hitting something really hard. So I would want something to block it. One thing I might do if I was using it was put my thumb in here and use hammer fist, or hammer fist coming to the eyes, or even inward hammer fist, okay? Probably the most common one I'd use is this, an outward hammer blow, okay? Or if somebody was down, I don't know what position they'd be where they'd be down, this would be the most common one. So like if I had Adrian here, and I was in the face, he was in my face, I don't know how I would use this one, but it would be this one more. I would try to get to his face. And this would be my grip, okay? I'm gonna show you another grip in a sec for that, but this is the hammer fist. It could be on the side, but I think the most popular one I'd use, probably the most common, would be he's coming for me this way, so it would be jabbing to his face as hard as I could. I could go to the body too, but I don't think that would be as much of a stopping power. It might hurt. It's not sharp like a knife. I don't think it'll go in as deep to there's more muscularity over here. And the chest, there's the sternum and other bones. You might be able to get something. But my first choice of a target, if I could get it, would be in the face. Hopefully the eyes, because that would hurt. Okay? Now let me just show you one little thing. This is my grip. Okay, you can see that. Another grip I might use would just be this, but it rests against my index finger. Same thing, hammer grip. So it might be this grip right here. Okay, so that would be how I would use it. I would use an outward hammer blow. Maybe if I got in a position, I would use an inward hammer blow. Just try to jab as hard as you can. You try to go through the skull into the brain. I mean, that sounds a bit violent, but if you pull out a tactical pen and you have to use it, you're probably on a fucking plane and there's a bunch of hijackers wanting to fly into a building. Yeah, try to go into their brain. You're not gonna use this at home because your kid won't do his homework, all right? So this is gonna be a real situation. So that's one of my grips right there, if you can see it, okay? Or this, because I wanna block it from going up. I wanna get as much blockage or friction as I can, so this can go as deep as it can, okay? So that's one way to use it, hammer blows, okay? Another way I could use it would be right here, and then just put it between your fingers and make this edge on this meaty part of your hand, make that be it, and use it like a punch. So you'd be in here in a situation, you're holding it, the guys, wherever you are, where you have to have a tactical pen, and you just come out with straight punches, right to the face. Again, you can go to the body really hard, and you might hurt. Might even go through and puncture his abdomen, and you might get to his colon, or you might go hard enough in his chest, you might go through to his heart. I don't know though, this blade isn't like sharp like a knife, so my first target, and I might go to the body, if I had to, my first target would be this to the face. I think this would really hurt in the face, even from a long distance, and if I got it close, I would just try to go as hard as I could. Okay, so that's another grip. That's my punching grip, and I showed you the hammer fist grip. The last grip would be kind of not as popular with me. It would be this way. So you want to come up, say you're holding it and you just want to come up really hard, maybe with the groin or something, you want to come up this way. But again, if you hit something really, really hard, it could slide right through, right? Just like coming this way, this could slide through. So I want to stop it somewhere, so I would stop it on my pinky, just like this. Stop it on my pinky, then it won't go through. Okay, and you can get more friction and you can get more stability coming up. Okay, I don't know how I'd use that. Maybe I'd hold it over here, something jump me, and I might just come up. That's just another way to do it. My most popular one, I think, would be hammer. I would hold in a hammer fist and be holding it here. Then the guy jumped me, I'd just start pounding as hard as I can. And if I had to, I'd go to the body. The second one would be this one, just like a fist, just like a punch. Okay, right to the face or the body. My first target would be the face. Number 3, coming up at an angle. Okay? So, anything you want to talk about? He has a tactical pen too. We have matching tactical pens. His is newer than mine, looks a little better, but I'll probably be getting a new one in the mail, hopefully by Smith & Wesson. Anyway, so that's your tactical pen. It writes just like a pen, and you can carry it on a plane legally. And if you have any doubts about it, you just flip it like that and carry it like this, and it looks like the pen. Okay, but this is how it usually is. If you have any questions on tactical pens, I do practice with them a lot, and I use them a lot. And one thing is, to be honest, if you hit this way really hard, and I've tried to hit like wood stuff, trees and stuff, it does hurt. It's gonna hurt. It could even rip your skin. Even when you go this way, this could possibly dislocate your finger if you hit something really hard. But if you're having to use your tactical pen, that shit doesn't matter. This is a life or death situation. You're not gonna use your tactical pen because some little old lady cut in front of you in the supermarket line, okay? You're gonna use this tactical pen for life and death. So if it happens to hurt your hand a little bit while you're trying to kill your assailant, then that's okay. All right? All right, guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for being part of the Pit Ohana. Thanks for being part of the Pit Online Dojo. And please comment, subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you later.